But we'll see. Okay, it's evening, so I guess I'm just gonna read. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Whoops. Feel very tired. You should hurry and get some rest for today. No rest yet. Hold on. Want to go out in the fog. Feel very tired. You should return to your room and get some rest for today. Okay. Will Nanako be alright? Then there's what's happened in Namatame's hospital ward. Snow that started to fall and the fog that won't disappear. What lies ahead for you here on? You feel very tired. You should hurry and get some rest for today. Let's get some rest for today. Okay, my mic seems a little low. Hold on. Actually, no, it's fine. Alright. This.
Welcome.
Oh, well, okay.
It's been quite some time.
Since you interrupted my sleep, yes. It seems you've been summoned to the Velvet Room.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world.
Okay.
I have summoned you within your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far.
About 72 hours?
Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
I can solve it.
Splendid.
I just need some time.
The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge. If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach. Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey?
Wait a second. Is this a filler episode?
It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight. Margaret?
Voices you heard many times before echo in your mind.
Yeah, well, I quit pretending.
What's right? What you should choose to do in life? The answers to those things lie within you.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
This was just yesterday.
Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
Mm-hmm. Seems the cars stopped moving.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your
See
life.
people in the fog.
Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently. Some travel fast, some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Mm-hmm.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
This room hasn't changed. You can hear something in the distance. Seems you've been sleeping until now. You hear the doorbell ringing. Someone seems to be at the door.
Teddy's missing. I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
He'll be back soon. I trust Teddy knows what he's doing.
Hope so. Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Jeunesse?
Yeah, let's go. Where could Teddy have gone? In any case, you decide to go look for him.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
You recall the mysterious dream you had last night. It's maybe a time for contemplation rather than action. That is what Igor said, but... let's think about this.
I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now, we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Let's quickly review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano the announcer, and Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted.
Right.
It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
Okay.
I want to hear you put it like that. Sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through death?
I don't think so.
He did call himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
There's something else. Something's driving him to
about
do
it
this.
normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too." So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too? Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV. Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
That's not really dumb. Maybe he knows who the victims are going to be, and so he's trying to save them by getting them to the TV, which is their best hope.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai and that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
Possibility of a culprit besides Namatame. Could there be something else that proves this possible? Well, he has an alibi, but then what about the warning letter?
Warning letter? Oh yeah! Whatever happened to that thing?
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them.
Recall the first warning letter said, "Don't rescue anymore." And the second one said, "If you don't stop this, someone else close will be put and killed."
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like don't rescue or kill?
Yeah, and the will be put in and killed part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like I'll put in and kill?
Hey, could this mean...
I feel like the letter was for me. I don't think Namatame wrote it.
Yeah, it's almost like someone else wrote this letter. But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right? If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed. In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first two cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did.
Someone
Dang
else?
it. Double click.
Then
Wish there was a way to go back.
it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
We can't say for certain yet. We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
You all work together to take on another step towards the truth. Judgment, seeker of truth. Seeker of Truth social link has reached level 2. Power to create personas of the Judgment Arcana has grown.
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
I have a plan, but there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Let's hurry.
Hey, this place is off limits.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah, understood. I see. Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him?
Sure.
I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself.
Nice.
We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Ah, well then, this works out nicely. You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san. A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
And what? The nurses are gonna show up? Dude, that
Understood. Please be careful.
seems like a stupid plan.
I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Wow!
You all came?
There's nothing much inside that suspicious object, so he won't be gone long.
All right, and now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
Namatame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you. It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case. And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are. But we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh?
Seems that he understands what you're saying. What should you ask him? Who did you throw in first?
Huh? Me?
What should you ask him? Okay, saving killing people?
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
What should you ask him? Did you kill those two girls?
They were killed. I couldn't save them.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far.
Killed by what, though?
After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her. And you repeated the process as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place. His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
Indulge us in a few more questions.
Ask him. Who killed the first two?
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
Why did you enter TV?
I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
Buy the warning letters.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, see, he didn't write them.
As I thought.
You believe me? Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things? Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Only you?
We did blame you for everything at first. But now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story? All right.
I'm not gonna be able to... Okay.
Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge,
Got drunk on ramen?
I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties.
See beer bombs.
I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me.
Dude, Fly, like, what is your... I don't know why. Like, they're so fidgety that you can't really just, like, hit them. They just know. They just know. Okay.
Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection. And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi! When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV. I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead. And not just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
Tommy is casting his eyes downward painfully.
I was dumbstruck. But later on,
oh my God, dude.
I remember the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night.
Come on, Fly, you have like 48 hours to live. Why bother me? Why bother me?
Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did. So I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store. After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her and told her to be careful. But that same night, on the TV, she looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on, please! The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was gonna be murdered, but I couldn't save her.
So why was your solution to throw people in the TV?
I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Most cheaters do. They think that.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart.
That might be true still.
Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her. She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you. She'll be kidnapped next, and murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it? The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calm down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate? Was it my mission to save people? But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
I had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place.
I mean, depends on the level.
I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was. I never knew you couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
No. That's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us? Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Junes?
Yes. I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty. But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself. I thought I was going insane. I probably did.
Oh, man.
And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool.
Not necessarily.
I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero. I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this. I suppose so. But the things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like that.
Not so sure.
I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger. I'm sorry.
The Midnight Channel and the other world? You can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly. We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
I'm such a joke.
What are you all crammed in here for?
We were just playing Monopoly.
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Wait. I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
Their plan.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first two victims into the TV.
If another step towards the truth. Your Truth Social Link has reached level 3. Power to create personas of the Judgment have grown.
Now get out of here! I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh. I better not see you rascals here again.
Oh, we're like the little rascals.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
Okay.
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
Okay. Second. How warm is it going to be tonight? 80 degrees. It's going to be a 70-degree night. Alright, shorts it is.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
Tomorrow you'll be going out to talk to people in town. Will this finally help uncover the information that will lead you to the true culprit? You decide to go home early today and get some rest. Today's the day school was founded, so you have the day off from school. You need to investigate the town. You wonder if you'll be able to gather information you need to catch the killer. So let's start at the Central Shopping District. About those murders, that incident last spring, I still wonder what happened. It's a pretty big deal, wasn't it? It's almost completely forgotten about that. Wow, I must be getting old, huh? What is it? Those murders. What are you talking about? You explained about the incident involving Saki and Yamano, the female announcer. Did all that happen just last spring? Wow, it seems like so long ago. Who's gonna remember something from that far back anyways? This fog makes me feel like we're still inside the TV. I wonder if we can really find any clues. No use whining about it now. Let's step up the search and get that info. This fog has got to be some kind of biological weapon. It's a conspiracy. You know who I heard it was? Junis. Yeah, that's right, Junis. The country of Junis staging an all-out attack on Inaba. I believe him. Information on what happened before we entered the TV world. You know, about the first murder, I wonder why it happened. Let's ask around and gather as much information as we can. I'll see you later. Tried talking to this old guy earlier, but he didn't even see me. What's with the fog and all? Guy just ignored me and walked off. I know it wasn't personal, but kind of hurts. Damn fog, hurry up and go away. Hey, listen to this. Rosette came and spoke to me. It's once in a lifetime thing. I asked her for her autograph and what type of guy she is into. Anyways, what do you want? I'm sure you can see how busy I am. You're a businessman and she's a high schooler. What is wrong with you? About these murders. Didn't they capture the suspect and put a lid on that case? Are you done asking questions? Good, now go away. I'm very busy talking to Rosette right now. Dude, back off. Been asking around town about Teddy too, but I'm surprised how many people actually remember him. They're all like, oh yeah, that guy in the bear suit at Junis, but nobody's seen him yesterday or today. He's loved by so many different people. Where the heck could he have gone? Oh yeah, that's right. We don't have enough. Even if someone had been killed, everyone just forgets too easily. But rumors, they hear them from a friend in TV and remember for a long time. Why is that? It's been a while since the first two incidents. Do you think we'll find anyone who still remembers them? Fog sure is dark and creepy, isn't it? Oh, you have a question for me. A little while ago, they said that a suspect had been caught. It was in the newspaper. It was the Namato-san, right? I remember seeing him around from time to time. I don't recall seeing any other strangers people, so I'm not sure he's the culprit. Dang it. Keep double clicking. Is it true that they were no other suspicious individuals? Perhaps you should ask someone else about this. Fog is in clearing, even though the year's almost over. It's deplorable. It'll be cold and on New Year's. I'll never be happy. What do you want about these murders? Call anyone suspicious? There's anyone like that in this town. I even know you. You're that kid who's staying at Dojima-kun's house. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm looking forward to the fine coal, you hear? Seems like you might be able to find it in a hideout location. More hints? Do I have to do this myself? Oh well. Countries with thriving coal industries often had sooty castles covered in coal dust, didn't they? That's all I can tell you. Hey, don't stress over it too much, okay? What if I asked him about the murders? I remember something from that long ago. Okay. That's all I hear from everyone is poison, poison. I've gotten kind of freaked out. I wonder where I can buy a gas mask. I need to get one. Everyone else has one already. It's me. Do you recognize me? Why am I outside? When I'm at home, I don't see more news about the murders. I thought I'd stay out here and watch the sunset. Of course, I'm going to watch TV when I get home anyways. Even then, I can't see the sunset because all this fog. Oh, I hate it. It's so depressing. Oh, do you have any questions? It's a small town. If there was any suspicion, there would be rumors going on. But at least I haven't heard any news or rumors like that, so I'd say there's no such person. Let's ask about the murders. Oh, come on. Don't make me even more depressed. They said on the news that the suspect had been caught. So this whole thing is over now, right? What else is there? Oh, there's more. Much more. Gotta be careful when taking your motorcycles out on the foggy day. I wish whoever honked at me when I slowed down more than usual understood that. He yelled at me for going too slow. What's so wrong with following the speed limit? Wait, or was I at fault there? You're fine. It's you. The fog's pretty thick today. I go on walks and can hardly recognize my surroundings. Pretty sad, ain't it? But hey, thanks for stopping to talk to me. Ah, about the lamp. You don't have to go out of your way or nothing. Blah, blah. Okay. Now's a good time to go fishing. Can't figure it out, so I'll just go on a fishing trip. Hello. My daughter was in an accident. On top of that, it was a hit and run. Nobody could tell what kind of car it was because of all the fog. Jeez, this is horrible. Thankfully, she wasn't hurt too bad. But she was right, wasn't she? The fog is dangerous. I need to start letting everyone know. Okay. Everyone is pretty aware. Fog isn't clearing up, is it? Isn't that just a little strange? My wife is all business as usual, but I'm a little worried. By the way, do you need anything? About the murders. I'm sorry, all I remember is that something happened. I know it was pretty shocking, but what can I say? A lot of time's passed. We've had a lot of people come to our store, but I can't say anyone's particularly suspicious. Feed the cat. Herbal. You should come by and feed it again sometime. Okay, I just feel like I'm feeding this cat, and for no other reason to feed the cat. Do you need something? Let's start about the murders. Now that you mention it, the town was all abuzz last spring. You remember that, don't you? Yes. Recall anything suspicious? I haven't seen a strange person. I don't know. Out in the country, if there's anybody strange walking around, everyone would know about it, right? Let's go to Juna's and see if anyone in front of the store has an idea. Can I help you? Those murders. The incidents last spring? I don't remember anything from that long ago. I'm going to be studying for college entrance exam next year, so I've got no room for useless information like that. It doesn't look like you'll find any more information on the incidents last spring. Okay. Suspicious person? Now that you mention it, my friend was saying she saw someone. I think she was wandering around the shopping district, so why don't you ask her? Gotta go back to the shopping district. First, we should retrace our steps. That would be simplest way. Saki Kanushi and Mayumi Yamano. There should be a common alley between the two. Surely there was some witness. Any scrap of data could be useful, no matter how small. I hate how it's foggy every day now. This is the season for the winter vegetables, too. What will I do if the fog really is poison? All my vegetables will be rotten. This is all because not enough people eat their veggies. If only my son would clean his plate, he'd... How did... You know what? That's fine. At least that's like slightly positive correlation to what's happening. Okay. We gotta ask people that suspicious person. No, I can't think of anyone not from this town anyways. Huh, someone told you that I saw some suspicious person. Oh, that! You remember Saki Konishi, don't you? You know, she passed away a while ago. She told me how that Namatame person came to her one day and started spouting all this craziness. Something about the TV. I wonder what that was all about. It's in relation to Saki. Hey, I don't know what you're implying, but you've got it all wrong. Saki was a good girl. It's just that people misunderstood her. She must be referring to the time when Namatame tried to warn Saki. It seems that the thing about Namatame making advances on Saki was a misunderstanding. Okay. They have different lines. We've already hit that. Okay, Huh. Birds are kind of creepy. So who do I talk to now? See if anyone's standing outside of high school? Nope. I feel like I'm at a dead end. Yeah, and my mother-in-law wouldn't eat anything I cooked, and the fog never cleared up either. Guess I'll stop going to my mother-in-law's house after all. Okay. I feel like I've talked to everybody. Except for Okinawa City. I don't see anyone being particularly helpful here, but we could try. Hey kid, the fog's pretty thick. Be careful on the bike, okay? Yeah, the fog is dangerous. Something you want to ask us? You asked about the incident that occurred in Inaba. Yeah, I know it, but I just saw it on the news. Did the victim's ghost appear in something? Oh, don't be rude. Sorry, we don't know anything. Maybe ask someone else. It's the movie. What is it? You asked about the incident that occurred at Inaba Springs. Wow, I never heard about anything like that. Maybe I saw it on the news. If I did, it was a long time ago. I don't remember it. I know people dislike romance or dislike gore, but not many people dislike human drama. That's why I think it's a shame that they won't see a movie just because. Especially zombie movies. I wish they were more popular. What? You want to ask me something? If it's about a movie, ask away. You asked about the incident that occurred. That's not about a movie at all. Blah. I don't know about the incident, but not many of the details. Oh, I'm still looking forward to finding out about that thing I asked you about. Who parts? Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I asked about the incident. I can't recall much about it now, though. Okay, that's fine. We're in the lovely Dovey mode. Well, I've got a news flash for them. The cinema's not your makeout spot. Oh, it's Christmas this month. No wonder our butcher shop is busy. Christmas, huh? Can we help you with something? Asked about it. Thing in Inaba. I think I heard about it. Oh yeah, I think I saw it on the news. Or did I? Inaba, huh? I hear the steaks are good in Inaba. Can't be happy without money. But even if you have money, you can, which means I need a man with money. Okay. It's getting pretty cold, huh? Is there something you want to ask me? What was that about? Was that Nidabe? It didn't stick in my mind. I just remember something like that happening, that's all. Wonder why I love seeing a man in a nice suit. Okay. Hey, will you do me a favor? We're doing a taste test, and I want honest feedback. The red one. Swell the red object. It tastes like harmony of tomatoes and sweet red beans. You gave the man your feedback. I see. Thank you. Local farmer in Patissier decided to help me out. I'm trying to create a hit. Once I do, I'll take it to my company. Hey, was there something you wanted to ask? You asked about the incident that occurred in Nidabe. Incident in Springs. Oh, I think there was a report like that on the news. I don't remember much, though. Sorry if that wasn't very helpful. No, it wasn't. Plainly dressed woman. I wonder if the reason for the fog is the decrease in the ocean's temperature. In that case, I have to let him go. He'll be alright without me. Someone's better will come along. Something you wanted to ask me. You asked about the incident. An incident in Spring. Did something happen then? I'm sorry, I don't remember. You'll have to ask someone else. Shit. These guys were beyond useless. I had to try, though. Can I ask the shopkeeper? I didn't even think about that until just now. Come see my art, take your time. Want something special, bring me your own material and try to use it. I will use something that's unique, so bring me rare materials. If you do, I can make you some really cool stuff. When choosing what to okay. Okay, he's not gonna be helpful. Be careful too, the fog. There's something about it that just gives me a bad feeling. Okay. Like, did I miss somebody? I don't know. No, I don't think I've seen anyone suspicious, except for you. Interpreting my conversation with interrupting my conversation with Rosette. Doesn't look like you'll find any more information on a suspicious person. You've gathered as much information as you could. You should go report to the group. It's just that dude. Dinner at Aya. You met up with your friends after you finished gathering information.
I'm seriously pooped. This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all. The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
What should we do?
Well, one steak bowl, please!
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break. I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
You all finished eating the dishes that you ordered.
Oh, now that our tummies are full, let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much.
Spoke with everyone about the information you gathered today.
So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't, but otherwise the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion. I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
Just sitting here won't help you think anything better. You decide to go outside to get some fresh air. Fresh air in the poisonous fog?
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
Ugh, it's freezing out here. Maybe this'll help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing. Hey, is it snowing? Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it.
Must be something that's been overlooked. It's urgent that you get over the roadblock facing you. The clue you need must already be in your hands.
What's the matter?
You should go over everything you know one more time. The culprit had some sort of connection with both Mayumi Yamano and Saki Kunishi. And that judging by the warning letters, the culprit must likely know about the other side and what you did there. It's highly likely that they also know what Namatame was doing and stood back to watch. Who would know all of these things? Another oddity about the case is that there was almost no witnesses. Both warning letters seem to have been delivered directly to your house, but no one saw anyone suspicious. No one unusual was seen around Mayumi or Saki Konishi either. Despite the police dispatching an unusual high number of officers to perform a thorough investigation, there must be someone in this small town who fits all the facts. The person who seems to be the most likely culprit is... someone else. I don't suspect any of those guys. Tori, Dojima, Nanako, Toru. Norika Kishiwaga. Ko Ichigo Daisuke Nage. Yumi Azawawa. What? Kanji Tatsumi. I don't think any of... I think it's Adachi. Of course, if you look only at the circumstances, you can't completely rule out that possibility. Adachi may have been able to keep an eye on your actions. He would have been able to approach your house with ease, and he knows the area well. Think about it. You encountered him many times while investigating the case. You learned much about the police's movement from Adachi as well. There's no exact reason to doubt him, but something is bothering you. You spoke Adachi's name.
Huh? What about him?
Detective Adachi. A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports. It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
I want to point out to anyone who's been watching up until this point, I called it very, very early on. Let's hope my suspicion was correct.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective.
And that's what makes him so easy to pass by.
Are we really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi, I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
Adachi-san? That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it. That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
Huh. I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon. But I thought, you know, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places.
And he's been running into us.
And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, "Oops, I said too much," and clamming up.
Mm-hmm.
Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either. Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Various peculiarities have begun to cast a suspicious shadow on Adachi.
Then, is it really Adachi-san?
We have to be careful because we don't have a lot of information. We need to confirm this.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now? Right, I see. Thank you.
What was that about a transport?
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation. We must head there at once.
Things are moving quickly now. I feel you're getting closer to the truth. Oh my god, I totally suspected him early on. I don't know why. He just was the unassuming character. And the unassuming character is usually pretty assuming. Your power to create personas of judgment kind of has grown. And everything makes sense, right? He would be the only one that had access to everything.
Huh? What are you guys doing here? Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
Oh no.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering, you seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Adachi, where's Namatame? There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Those first 2 murders have been bothering me. His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid. We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony. But that part's still nagging at me.
Is this more of your detective's intuition? He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it. And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
Also, you can't have a famous voice actor, a side character.
What's gotten into you today?
Was that the giveaway?
It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Come on! I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job. You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment, get better as soon as possible.
What are you all doing here?
Someone take a look at your legs.
We came to confirm something with Adachi-san.
Should question Adachi. About when Yamano vanished.
The time the announcer went missing? I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything. That was months and months ago too. My memory's kinda hazy that far back.
You didn't see her, but we know you questioned her.
Why wouldn't
Or
I question
guarded her.
She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice.
He's lying. He's lying.
Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped.
Still something you need to question Adachi about.
Warning letter?
The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember? I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
I'm sorry. Your accident was right after that, and what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind. Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it?
Red-handed.
Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about? Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is?
Oh my god, Dojima, please read the room.
I'm going back. I need to get to the station and report in.
Just one more thing, please. We know for certain now that the first 2 murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
Ooh.
What? That's ridiculous! We already know Namatame's the one who put them all in!
What did you just say?
Oh, snap. This is awesome.
Put them all in. What's this putting them in business?
He ain't talking about what you think he's talking about, Dojima.
Do you know something about the method behind their murders?
Oh, he does.
Don't tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see. Now I finally understand. To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me. Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident.
Actually don't.
At the time, I said, even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, "Wow." Then that settles it. How, I wonder, would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days. Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd that.
So unassuming, but he was everywhere.
What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
I don't know. I said I'm busy.
Wait, you son of a bitch!
Adachi! Ah, damn it!
It's those legs, bro. You gotta get them fixed.
Adachi!
Namatami's hospital room. Dachi isn't here either. Oh, he jumped into the TV.
What the? I swear he ran this way.
Damn it! Where the hell did he go?
In the TV.
Did you find him? I contacted security. Nobody's seen Adachi, and there's no record of anyone leaving this area. So he must be still in this ward somewhere.
He isn't.
He's still here? But we looked! We didn't find him anywhere!
He's on the TV.
That bastard.
We know where he is.
Dojima-san? For heaven's sake, what are we going to do with you?
Sorry. I got carried away.
Do you even want to get better? If you keep this up, there could be lasting damages. Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
You're right. Sorry. You've got to find Adachi. I need to square this away with him. Please.
I'm so happy that I called it, though. That just makes me pick it up.
He hasn't left this ward yet?
I had a suspicion.
I don't think he would. But could he have...
Oh, he did.
Yeah, I think so. If he's the killer, he can go through, right?
You mean he went in through here?
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there. If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Damn. So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
I feel like we need to go in tomorrow.
I think it's too dangerous to go in from here.
It is.
We're not 100% positive he used this TV, and on top of that, we don't know where it might lead.
Exactly.
Let's go in from Jeunesse like always. It'll be fine. So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one strike.
That's the hope. Extremely suspicious Detective Adachi. Taking another step closer to the truth. So happy. Out of all the people they gave you, I was just like, I hope I'm not wrong. How to create personas. The Judgment Arcana has grown. You split up for today and you all went back home. I don't know if he was like a famous voice. I recognize the voice. I can't think of the name right now, but I'm not sure if he was famous at this point, but I'm pretty sure he had been doing some voice work earlier. Let's do a quick save. Hold on, we have to do something real quick. And I've been staying away from this because I didn't want to spoil something, but now that I know. Actor English. Yep, it was Johnny Young Bosch. Johnny Young Bosch has voice acted so many lead characters in anime. And even when this game came out, I'm pretty sure he was very well defined. Filmography starts in 2000 with Trigun. Then he went Witch Hunter, Robin, Last Exile, like Samurai Champloo, I'm skipping a bunch, Full Metal Alchemist, Naruto. Dude, he was, oh yeah, he's Bleach. He was totally established by this time. So the fact that I heard his voice and then Adachi was kind of like a side character, I was like, there's no way. There's no way they're going to use a famous anime voice actor to play a side character. Like even in 2013, Johnny Obayashi was a name. I actually know that name because he used to do live, I don't know if he still does, he used to do live performances with his bands at cons. Should tell you a little bit something about myself. But yeah, so, So it wasn't really the game that gave it away, but my fandom into anime that helped lead me to the true suspect. And I was like 90% sure I knew this voice, but I didn't want to look it up until it was a critical time because I knew it would spoil it if I did. This. Seems that you've come to a velvet room in your dreams again. But something's different this time. You don't see Igor, Margaret, or Mary. Teddy. Teddy's sitting here, not noticing your presence.
Where am I?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm here.
Sensei? Why are you here?
I think it's a dream.
I see. How mysterious. There are so many things I don't know about.
Yeah, I don't
But
either.
I did realize something. I've been thinking all this time about who I really am, but I couldn't find the answer. I was no one from the start. Humans live in the other world, and shadows live in this world. From the beginning, that's all there was to it. I was just a shadow in that world.
I'm gonna have to look this up. Everyone's worried. Just a shadow. I'm more worried about that.
I figured something out. That day at the hospital, I realized that I really can't do anything.
Okay.
As soon as I thought that, I lost consciousness. Then when I woke up, I was inside the fog. Shadows can't stay in the human world. They aren't allowed. I walked and walked, but there was nothing all around me. Just when I started thinking that I couldn't go anywhere, I heard the noise of a car.
I'm trying to think. So this is gonna be a 24-minute ride. Okay.
And then I was here.
I don't know the car
I
thing.
remember lots of things now. My world is a place shaped by human thoughts. One day, a shadow living in that world awakened to human emotions. But humans and shadows are completely different entities. So he made himself forget that he was a shadow. He wanted to forget. He wanted people to like him.
I like you, Teddy.
And that's how he came to look like this.
That's why you're hollow inside.
I really am stupid. What the other Teddy said before, in the end, it was all true. No matter how much I search for myself, I have no self. There was no me to begin with. I'm just a shadow that took a different form so humans would like me. It would have been better if I had never remembered, but I did. I'll probably turn back to a regular shadow soon. Oh, yeah. Sensei, one day, when you meet Nana-chan in heaven, apologize for me. Tell her I'm sorry I couldn't do anything. Tell her I'm really sorry.
Hanako's alive.
Huh? Really?
Told Teddy about how Nanako came through.
Nana-chan's. Wow. That's wonderful.
I don't know that he saved her, though.
I'm so glad. Glad that I could at least hear that. My heart feels so much lighter now. I'm starting to feel sleepy. What a strange place. It feels so soothing. It's not like my world. Something just feels so nostalgic about this place. Could this be your dream world, Sensei?
Something like that. That would make sense, right?
Uh-huh. But I wonder why I met you here. What am I supposed to do now?
Come back. We need your help. Let's move on together.
But I don't know what to look for or how to find it. No matter how hard I think, there's too many things my little brain can't understand. But I do understand one thing now.
Sends Teddy's pure and deep gratitude. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a genuine bond. This genuine bond shall be your eyes to see the truth. We bestow upon thee the ability to create Hallel, ultimate of the Sun Arcana. Give a sign. Star Arcana, my bad. We don't actually use them, but if we did, I wouldn't use them to evade. It's fine.
But I have to get going. This is your place. It doesn't seem like somewhere that I'd be allowed to stay. Goodbye, Sensei.
Before you know it, Teddy is gone, and Igor, Margaret, and Mary are sitting there once again.
It seems the words in your memory weren't the only things you summoned here. This is a room for guests who have an ego that can be nurtured. Shadows, mere fragments broken off from the ego, have no place here. The water's strength has moved a single stone that had stopped, returning it once again into the flow. Very interesting.
Igor has a meaningful smile on his face.
Well now, it's about time we departed once again. This vehicle is still on its journey. There is no reason to tarry here for long. Margaret?
We're ready to go. Let us depart.
You are every inch the guest I had anticipated. Now it's time for you to return. I am even more intrigued now as to where this is all headed.
Yeah, me too.
We'll be waiting for your next visit.
June's electronic department. Junus.
How did it go? Did you find Teddy?
No, and no one's seen him either.
Ugh, that annoying little furball. Just when we're at a turning point in the case, too.
We have no choice. Let's pursue Adachi for now.
Dude, this game is pretty fantastic, even for its age. Like, it stands up.
Whoa. Look how dense this fog is. It's gotten even worse than before.
What the? There's this malicious aura everywhere. It feels completely different from the last time I was here. I think we'd better hurry. Give me a sec to try finding Adachi.
Does this mean both this world and ours are getting messed up?
Mm-hmm.
Our glasses work on the fog on the other side. It can't be normal. And I heard more people are falling ill because of the fog. I wonder what's going to happen.
I sense him. Adachi's definitely in here.
Are you serious? Which way?
Hold on.
So he did come to this side. Well, that settles it. There's virtually no doubt remaining that he's the true culprit. Once we capture him, solving the mystery of this world and the rest of the case can't be far behind.
Then maybe we'll find out where Teddy came from too. Man, where is that bear anyway?
Well, I can say for sure he's not here. And I know Adachi is here, but I can't track him down myself. Gee, Ted, why aren't you here when we need you most?
Also, how are we gonna leave?
This place. I see. I came back. But it really doesn't matter. I'm completely useless. Nana-chan,
We literally
so
can't leave without
sorry.
him.
Teddy? It is you, Teddy. I heard your voice. You said, hang in there. I heard my big bro and everyone else too.
Nana-chan! Oh, hold on! I'll get the doctor!
It seems she's asleep again.
Nana-chan told me that she heard my voice. She heard me say, hang in there.
It could be that her frankly miraculous recovery was because everyone's voices reached her. Even unconscious, people are capable of hearing others' voices.
My voice. And theirs too. Everyone.
In any case, there are too many things we don't understand about her condition and what caused it. We're doing our best, but it's difficult when everything about her illness is a total unknown.
Unknown.
Well, if anything happens, please send for me.
If I'm an unknown being, then the way I can change is unknown too. So all I have to do is make them not unknown. Nana-chan's doing her best. Sensei and the others are probably fighting now too. I'm just a shadow, but Nana-chan cheered up when she heard my voice. So what if I'm just a shadow? There must be something I can do. I can't just give up thinking about things. That's why I came back here. Right, Nana-chan?
A strong will that allowed him to accept and overcome his weakness has awakened his heart's true power. His persona has been reborn. Transferred into Kamui.
Right. I need to get back to the others.
Awesome.
Hang in there, Nana-chan. I'll be back soon.
I'm running out of time. Let's play.
It's no use. I can only tell that Adachi is here, not his exact location.
Rise-chan!
If only Teddy was with us.
Didn't he say his nose is practically useless now? And could he even help us find that bastard?
Nope. He'd be no help at all, but he was always there to support me whenever.
That bear's a loudmouth, but he's nice to have around. He's always so full of energy.
He's lighthearted and always optimistic.
I'm alright. I just got a little dizzy. The fog's so dense. It's hard to see through it.
Why don't we call it a day? It won't do us any good if you collapse.
I agree. If Rise-san became fatigued, even if we found Adachi, our capacity in battle would be reduced. Moreover, it's almost nighttime. We should return to our world for the present.
How did we return to our world? Teddy's not here. That's a plot hole.
Damn it! We came so far to run smack into a dead end!
I know he's in there too. What's wrong with me? My powers are completely useless. Teddy?
You little... Where the hell were you?
I'm sorry.
You idiot! Bad bear! Bad! You're so late! Who do you think you are?
Rise-chan, are you faking?
No, stupid!
Sorry. I want to help you all again.
You know how much trouble you caused, you dumb bear? Where the hell were you?
I'm sorry. I figured out a lot of things. Stuff about me and that world. I wanted to tell you all.
You listen to Teddy's confession since he finally understands what really is. That he was only a shadow, and that though he was at his wit's end, he was able to come back to your world.
A shadow? You mean you're one of those things we've been fighting?
Yup. Just like the ones you all know about. Shadows are suppressed human thoughts given form. Everyone has them inside.
Wait, you say you're a shadow, but you didn't attack us. And you kept telling us from the start that you wanted to bring peace and quiet back to that world, right?
But in the end, I was just an ordinary shadow. Nothing special about me at all.
Well, that's not true.
I did everything I could until now to try and make my world peaceful. But instead, the weird fog started seeping out into this world too. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. If I really was special, then maybe...
It's no big deal. I mean, we weren't expecting much from you in the first place. And about you being a shadow, we pretty much figured you were something like that anyway.
Huh? What are you saying? Here I am pouring my heart out to you, and you say you thought I was something like that anyways? No normal person would think such a pretty bear could really be a shadow!
So what's the problem with being a shadow?
It's true that you may have been born that way, but you now possess the power of persona. A shadow is suppressed power. Once controlled by the ego, it becomes a persona. Doesn't it follow then that you must have developed an ego? Whether the ego masters its shadow or the shadow awakens to its ego. The only difference I see is the order in which the process occurred.
Oh, Teddy's practically human then.
I'm the same as humans?
You keep trying to figure out who you are, just like all of us here. You can't do much on your own. You really aren't that special. See? What's so different between you and us?
Thank you! I'm so glad I met you guys!
The rest of us were pretty much a group of misfits to begin with, too, right? You fit right in, man.
I beg your pardon? Who are you calling a misfit?
Isn't that just you, Senpai?
Hey, that's not something a detective would say. Or an idol, either. Gee, stop crying, will ya? Now's not the time for that. While you were gone, we figured out who murdered the announcer and Senpai. It was Adachi.
Huh? Adachi? That total goofball? Whoa! I didn't notice at all. Looks like I'm pretty blind to that sort of thing. But you all know him. If you can't find someone like that, I don't think I can help you.
Like I said, we're not expecting much from you.
Well, the main thing is, it's hard to get pumped about this without someone nice and fuzzy around.
Yeah, what Kanji said.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
All right, now that the band's back together, let's take it from the top. Starting tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
It's been a while, but I'll do my best to look for him too. Leave it to Fuzzy.
Taking another step towards the truth. Sweet. You all, you'll start fresh again tomorrow. Each of you decide to go home for today. Cool. I have to stop it here. I hate to do it, but yeah, I gotta get ready. Getting a bunch of texts. It's getting close to that time that I'm gonna go out. But hey, I put in a little bit of game time. I know it's a very short stream, but we'll work through this. Tomorrow, I'm probably not gonna make it. If I do make it, it'll be late in the afternoon. We will see. But if I miss, I hit my mic. If I miss tomorrow, I will be back for a short session on Monday. Thanks everyone for hanging out. For all the lurkers, I do appreciate it. For all you guys going through my video